Luke here. My God, that was tense, that last sort of 10 minutes there, weren't it? That was a typical West Ham performance, that. It really, really is. Only us could make a 3-0 lead with 10 minutes to go look that nervous and look that tense. Let's get into it anyway. We did win, which is brilliant. We started the game with the sort of predictable lineup that we thought. Johnson was good, so he came in at left back. Lanzini was there. Rice was back. They had a lot of players out. Obviously, they were missing Conor Gallagher, a player that I'm really, really glad was missing for this game. And Shekiati was out as well as Wilfried Zaha. Arguably, their two best players were out for this game. We started really slowly. They nearly scored within the first 2 minutes. Hit the post early, and I was thinking, oh, here we go. Typical West Ham. We're going to start really slowly again, and like the Watford game, be chasing our shadows really early. For about 10 minutes, we didn't really see much of the ball as well. They was enjoying the ball more. But then our goal did come. It was a really, really good ball, whipped in a couple of times. Johnson whipped the ball in really, really well. And forced three saves, wasn't it, from Gator. Antonio hit him with the first one, then he managed to palm one away, and then Ben Rama had the header that was just saved as well on the line, and that was a really, really close one there. That was a top, and we started to get on top a little bit from that point. The goal did come, as I said. The ball was whipped in. Antonio put it in lovely. I was waiting for the VAR offside. It wasn't, thankfully. 1-0 up, and I'm glad Antonio scored. That's 2 now in a few games, and thankfully, we went on and won the game. But anyway, the second goal, thing of beauty, absolute beauty. If Ronaldo scores that goal, then that would have been all over the pundits, all over the paper all week, that goal, if Ronaldo scores that. Lanzini gets it, edge of the box, left foot, right foot, and then the finish was such a beautiful finish. That was like top finish. That was, Messi-esque goal, and I'm so happy for the guy. A player that we was all starting to think maybe, he's never going to get back to his best. He's certainly starting to show that now. A goal against Man City, a goal against Chelsea. He's scoring all the time again now, which is, it's just great to see. And I'm more than happy for him, And with Ben Rama going now, Lanzini's got a big role to play in our team. We did get a third goal as well, from a penalty spot. How the referee didn't see it in the first place anyway, I don't know. It was clear. It was literally right in front. There's a picture on Twitter of the referee standing literally about that far away from the guy, and he didn't see it. It went to VAR, and I thought it was going to be the first time you see a VAR referee go over to the screen and not actually give it at one point. But thankfully, he did give it. And Manu stepped up and put it away, becoming our sort of new penalty taker now, isn't he? Really, really good penalty. 3-0 up at half time. Did flatter us, I will admit it. It flattered us. They did have some really, really good chances, Palace. They were good side. Jordan Ayew was a constant threat all the time to us, and he looked good. Eduardo, if he was a better finisher, probably would have scored a couple more in that game. And I think that they were slightly unlucky in that game to be 3-0 down at half time. In the second half, obviously the change that scared us all. Masuaku came on for Ben Johnson. He was on a card and potentially maybe slightly still feeling that knee. And maybe at the time, Moyes' fault, 3-0 up. Surely Masuaku hasn't got three mistakes in him. But he was booked early, Masuaku. We weren't that great in the second half. We wasted a lot of possession. Antonio had a decent chance that was unlucky from the edge of the box. Apart from that, I don't remember many chances for us in that second half. They were constantly going close. Like I say, Eduardo had one, and then there was a couple of headers that just went wide for them. And then the goal did eventually come. The ball was whipped in, and Eduardo put it in. Diop, nowhere to be seen, left the ball, and just poor, really, really poor. Masuaku was constantly sort of getting done down that side. And when they brought off Benteke and brought on that young French guy, was it Alessi? I think that was his name. When he come on, he was causing all sort of mischief. And then obviously we give the free kick away about the 89th minute, 88th minute. The ball was whipped in and it was put in, again, falling asleep. And at 3-2, you're really, really nervous then. You're thinking, Palace are, if anyone's going to go and get some points out of this game now, it's Palace. And then they did have one right at the end, right at the end. And thankfully the referee blew up at that point. Because I think if there was another couple of minutes in that game, I think we would have lost that game. I really, really do. Vlasic as well, just before I end, Vlasic obviously came on as well. He had a really good chance where he ran into the box and did really, really well. So that was nice to see. But yeah, listen, I changed the thumbnail a few times during the game. 3-0 with like 10 minutes to go. The thumbnail said, really good, professional, fantastic win for West Ham. Then it went to, nervy win. Then it went to, made it hard for ourselves. And that's exactly what we did today. We made it very, very hard, a lot harder than we needed to today. That should have been a comfortable win. I would have liked to have seen a clean sheet. At the end of the day, a win's a win, and you have to win, and you have to respect an away win. I said that Palace were a good side, and they are a good side. They was constant. They never give up. Their mentality wasn't, we're 3-0 down, we're just gonna, our heads are gonna drop, and we're gonna carry on playing. That they did really, really well in that game, Palace. And they're going to be really good and safe, and probably a good top 10 finish for them. Very good side, very, very good side. For me. There's still some defensive frailties there. Zuma's not back for a little while yet, and Cresswell, it's essential that we do go and get some defenders in the next couple of weeks in the January transfer window, just to sort of just give us a little bit more calmness in that back line. Thought Johnson was really good for the first half that he was on. Nice to see him putting in crosses with his left foot, and also cutting back and putting them in his right foot as well. Rice was busy doing what he can. Slightly quieter game from Bowen, but still, working hard. For me, I agree with, the TV. Lanzini, man of the match, thought he was fantastic. 2 goals. Shame he couldn't get his hat-trick. But yeah, good performance from him. But we need to stop conceding goals like that. We need to stop conceding goals, because if we keep doing that, we've seen what happens. We are capable of losing games. Leeds next week in the Cup, so a break from the league. One result did go for us today. Obviously, the Arsenal game, they lost 1-0 very, very late to Man City, which is a good result for us. Shame that Tottenham did the opposite and win in the last minute against a Watford team. But we're there. We are there. We are there. We've still got a massive chance for top 4, and we're doing really, really well. 20 games in and 10 wins. We've won more than we've lost, and if you put the draws in there as well, we're in good solid form, really good solid form at this stage in the season. I'm just going to read through the comments in the last bit here, so bear with me, guys. Charlie said it was nervous at the end. Matt Rainey said feels like I lost in my opinion. How can we go 3-0 up and finish 3-2? We almost did a Tottenham, we certainly did. Thank God we didn't. We just cannot manage a football game. Good luck to Benny. Played bad, but still won. That's the most important thing. That's right, mate. So pleased for Manuel. Arthur and Diop were poor tonight. They were like dumb and dumber, them too. Hope Masuaku goes this window. Palace played well. We need more. Sorry, played well. They will win more than a loser. I totally agree with that, mate. Still hate VAR, but good that it worked for us tonight. Better side lost. And I'm a West Ham fan. I agree, mate. I totally agree. Socek and Vlad was electric. Why did Benny go off? Hopefully he wasn't injured. Well, he's off to the African nations anyway, and he happy to see Noble come on. Bringing on Masuaku was a recipe for disaster. Once again, Declan Rice was better. Hate to see 3-2 scorelines. Diop needs to go. That was a difficult watch, but a big win. No, it was a big win. There's 2 wins in a row now. That's over that purple patch. We just got to shore up at the back. You know, it should nowhere have been a tenth of that game at the end there. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Me and Paul will hopefully be back tomorrow with a podcast where we'll go through the game a little bit more. This was just my immediate reaction. I hope you enjoyed the game. You know, it was tense at the end there. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new around here. Until next time, guys, come on, you irons, keep believing. Let's go.